Alright, game 3 of Dynasty versus Xtreme series is currently tied up 1-1. Getting into it, Ricky is banned out. Was it... Gosh, I don't even remember who played it that first game. Either way, they don't want to see it again. And so it gets banned out. First ban. I imagine you'll see an OD, possibly a Nyx ban. I would see definitely an OD ban, I would expect. Beastmaster, that's been another common one. That's been banned out every game so far. Phoenix banned out once again. If the OD does not get banned out here, it will be first picked. I can almost guarantee that. It's happened in most series. If the OD is either not first phase banned, it's first phase picked. It's either one or the other. First phase ban or first phase pick. But we'll have to see. I think if I were Dynasty, I'd be debating, do I ban this puck or do I ban the OD? The OD does get banned, so probably a puck first pick. Yep, there it is. They know how strong this hero is, and they know how much of a flex it is, how good of a flexible hero it is. Any position you need, really. You can either mid, off lane, or support. Off lane's a little bit more rare, but you can hit pretty much... you can flex it through a lot of roles, so it is good. Dynasty. Nyx. Troll. They picked the Troll. Troll's been picked every game this series. Is he undefeated? He's possibly undefeated. Actually, go check that. No, I won't, because they don't allow you to see that for some reason yet. I'm not sure why. Possibly undefeated. I think he is undefeated, the Troll is, this series at least. On the side of Xtreme, most likely a Core, maybe a Mars. Mars has been picked up every time. Not with the puck, though, generally on the opposite team. Centaur was the last pick. I don't think you see a Centaur again. We will have to see how this game plays out. They're taking their time with this pick, though. I think they'll pick like a more flexible one, maybe possibly the offlaner, but more of a flexible hero. They're really over almost half of their time is used. ET. That's most definitely going to be a support, I would say. You don't see offlane ET or Elder Titan very much. I can't think of an instance recently that it's happened. But it is a good support. Really can secure a lane if it's played well. Get that Astral Spirit and then end up getting like 300 damage. And you can just go hit some people down. Dynasty. Who do you pick here? Right now, Xtreme has some good team fight with the Stomp, the Coil, and the ET ult. The Split Earth. Earth Splitter, I think is the actual name of it. So on Dynasty, I think you pick a team fighter to counter. Maybe a Mars, although I don't think that's the pick. Bane. Okay. That definitely works. If you can get on top, if you can get Fiend's Grip onto this puck, that's a great lockdown. BKB piercing too. That can really win you this game if you can do it well enough. And it can really mess up the ET as well. They ban out the Mirana. That Mirana combo was really strong last game, that's for sure. Who is that combo with? They comboed it, not Mars. It might have been a Mars combo. Or that might have been the first game. I can't remember at this point. Dynasty bans out the bat. That single target, yep, definitely good. Xtreme. Someone who disrupts your gameplay at this point. Okay, I am turning off that Spotify playlist or whatever now.
5 seconds remaining.
I did mean to turn it off for the last game. I did not, but okay, it's off now. Alright.
Radiant team
The Mars ban. Okay. Been picked every game so far, but they banned it out this one. Mars is definitely a solid hero, though. Did not get played, or got defeated last game, but overall, he's a pretty solid hero. Lanes, okay. Not fantastic. Like, there are some better laners, but he does contribute late into the game. His arena is always an issue.
5 seconds remaining.
So, definitely a good hero, but they ban him out on the side of Extreme. Dynasty, I think you ban out these more single target heroes.
Dire team back.
Timbersaw, okay. They don't want that massive damage overload. Timbersaw could definitely carry through, although Bane is pretty good against Timbersaw. The Troll is not, so it makes sense why you'd ban him out.
10 seconds remaining.
Alright. What is this next
5
ban?
seconds remaining.
I guess another team fight. Maybe a Tide Hunter, Kunkka, something like that. Some more of that team fight.
Radiant team.
Oh no, they banned the Skywrath. Okay. I guess it's... The silence is pretty annoying for both ET and Puck. As well as Skywrath can drop... If he can drop his ulti on the Storm... Or the... I keep saying Storm. On the Elder Titan while he is stomping. Can do a lot of damage like that.
5 seconds remaining.
Dynasty... Do we see a Razor ban this time? Because that is one who has not been banned out yet, despite the Troll being picked every game. It has not been banned or picked, even though that is most of the time what happens. Once again, they're taking their sweet time on this pick, though, or in this ban. We're debating on how they should play this, because this will most likely tell you whether or not this Troll... It's most likely going to be a Troll core. I saw, like I said, there was that one exception that I've seen.
Radiant team pick.
The Legion, that can definitely mess with your Bane. If they get the blink onto the Bane. Possibly gonna see some other heroes who dislike that lockdown. Who would that be though? Oh, they picked the Earth Spirit, so that's your position 4. Bane, most likely your position 5. Possibly not, but definitely most likely. We'll just have to see what they followed up with on Extreme. You have some good pick-off right now on the side of Dynasty. A lot of single target stuff. But nothing super AoE intensive. So maybe pick something that can counter-initiate on the side of Extreme.
Radiant team pick.
They get the Rubik. That Fiend's Grip will be a big one. Fiend's Grip can be a really good ultimate to steal. If you can grab it. Even Nightmare and Brain Sap are both also pretty decent spells to steal. Earth Spirit, not as good of a hero
10 seconds
against
remaining.
for Rubik to be picked into, but it kind of goes, doesn't really favor either one, I don't believe. It's kind of an even matchup. Dynasty, I think Dynasty needs some sort of team fight. They have nothing there at the moment. Most likely they're offlaner, I would expect. They do have last pick, so I would pick your offlaner here. Pick a Venge. This is probably a core Venge, probably a mid Venge. If I had to guess, because Bane does not do super great as a core. Venge is a viable core, though. Definitely a possible Venge core.
10 seconds remaining.
Good stun as well, but once again, it's a lot of like single target pick-off type stuff.
5 seconds remaining.
On the side of Extreme, who do you see? Who do I like here? They don't have an offlaner yet, or their carry, to be fair. I don't think it'll be ET core. It could technically be, but I think you'll see the offlane core here. Most likely a good team fighter as well. You could see a Tide Hunter. Not terrible. Good counter initiation. But we'll just have to see, because Dynasty really needs something to fill a slot. They pick Lycan. Okay. Dynasty has no good way of clearing these Lycan summons, so that is a definite issue for Dynasty that needs to be solved with his last pick. Xtreme, well drafted at this point, I think. They are very team-centric, I would say. There's the Dusa. Dusa would definitely be a solution, a good solution too. Well, it can kind of go both either way. If the Lycan gets way ahead, he could deal with the Medusa, but that is a pretty big risk. Death Prophet. Yep, that's a good one, as the spirits go do their own damage and don't rely on the Prophet to be up and going. So that can be a bit troublesome for the Bane and Earth Spirit and such to deal with, even though they have the lockdown provided. Terrorblade is banned out. Okay, this draft on Dynasty, I'm not entirely sure what roles will be filled left. Once this last pick is made, I think I can make a better guess at it. But at the moment, I think it's Troll Safe, Venge mid, Earth Spirit 4, Bane 5. But that could be wrong. I am not confident in those predictions. Dynasty, who do you ban out here if you're Dynasty? Someone who's good kite. Viper. Okay, that's good. Definitely would help the tempo of Dynasty or of Xtreme out, since they already have this push from Lycan. Storm Spirit. Alright, get to that Bane real easy. Zip out of any initiation. I like that pick for Xtreme here. Does have to worry about the lockdown though, because if he does get caught, you do have 3 stuns or 2 stuns, a sleep or whatever on Bane. Shadow Fiend. This is a Bane off lane? This is very odd. I'm not gonna lie, this is a very odd draft. Yeah. At least Storm is on Storm Spirit. At least that makes sense, I guess. But it's Storm mid, Lycan safe. Wait. ET might be a core here. Might be Rubik too. Definitely some interesting drafts out of both teams here. Not your conventional drafting. You have no really typical offlaners here. Puck might flex into an offlane. It is a possibility. But I'm not entirely sure where everyone's going to play yet. We'll just have to see what the lanes look like once the game gets started, which should be happening any moment now. It always takes a bit here at the start. This is like that 20-second strategy, 30-second strategy time or whatever. Plus all the players will load in before we do. Although it sure does like being slow, apparently. Overall, though, I'm trying to think who I favor here. I think I favor Xtreme. I think it's also a very snowball type game, though. Whoever gets the early advantage, I think, has the definite potential to win. Shadow Fiend can kind of deal with the illusion or the summons of the Lycan, but not great, so I'm not a huge fan of the Shadow Fiend last pick. He's okay mid against the Storm Spirit. Not bad, not great either, really. He does have the burst potential, but at the same time, it is a Storm Spirit. You can zip out, and you do have trouble locking him down as a Shadow Fiend. So it'll be definitely interesting to see how this all plays out. What are these lanes looking like at the moment? Troll safe, Shaman or Shadow Fiend mid. That's not surprising. Puck is caught out here. That illusionary orb is pretty slow at this point. There's rolling, and they get the double stun. They do stack stuns though, which isn't great. He might get under this tier 2. He does, in fact, get under the tier 2. Puck makes it out, although he has to go back to base, so they won't be there to help out for these runes. Xtreme looking bit wary to walk down here, as they know there's 3 heroes here, possibly a 4th. Let's go to last hits and denies. And currently, Extreme is sitting on all 4 runes. Although it looks like they'll miss this one. But ET's going to secure this rune. So it'll go 3-1 the way of Extreme. Yep, there it is. And they missed the rune. 3-1. Extreme takes the slight advantage here at the beginning of the game.
Whose side was I on again?
Elder should be able to make it out of this just fine. Don't really have to worry. He is pretty tanky. Plus, you don't really want him hitting you. And he has that bonus move speed from Astral Spirit. Nope. Well, I guess we do see the lanes for Extreme now. You have a Lycan off lane with a Rubik 4. The Rubik 4 is nothing surprising. But Lycan off lane, Puck mid, and you got this Storm safe lane. So a bit of a, not your conventional heroes for the most part. Puck mid is pretty conventional, but the Storm safe and the Lycan off lane aren't quite your conventional heroes, I would say. So it'll definitely be an interesting game to see. Let's see, who is the biggest danger here, we think? Overall, give it a few levels, and Lycan Rubik can be pretty scary. Rubik's a pretty strong laner, and this troll is not going to like that Fade Bolt constantly on him. So that'll be pretty annoying for the troll to deal with. But Lycan does need to be careful not to feed his wolves, otherwise you will give troll a little bit of a boost. Storm, not a super threatening level 1. Until about level 6, he's not all that threatening. Maybe if you get an ET Stomp and he can get on top of you with Vortex. But yeah, this side of Dynasty here is a lot scary with that double stun. You need to be careful though when ET does that, as he does get 49 bonus damage at the moment. That double stun on Dynasty, like I was saying, is very scary. If you get too low in the lane, you can definitely get blown up. Do pause. I'm not sure why. Kale. Okay. I'm not sure what plants have to do with this, but G, go. Okay, looks like a slow temporary pause. Venge is actually the core here. I did forget to mention that. Venge is the core. Earth Spirit is the 4. And then other than that, nothing too weird's going on. But Earth Spirit's actually lasting pretty well top. Currently at 9-3. Equal to the mid laners, which is pretty surprising. Most of the time they fall back, but they'll probably fall behind pretty quick here. Even Troll's hitting pretty well. Actually, the mid laners are both having pretty awful games so far by the look of it. It's only 2 minutes in, but I mean, 6 denies for the Shadow Fiend though. That's big in hindering this Puck's farm. Shadow Fiend is low, needs to be careful. This Earth Spirit might rotate mid to help out at some point, but you could definitely get a ET rotation mid lane, and if that happens and he gets a good stomp off and you're out of position, not much you can do to stop the kill, I don't believe. Especially if you get in a level or 2 when this Puck has more of a burst with his Illusionary Orb and Waning Rift. Oh, Venge is falling pretty low. Earth Spirit stops the pool. Who is that? Syndrome is the troll. Does not get his Wraith Bands. Storm gets his courier also killed, but there's nothing on it. I believe it was on its way back to base. There's the combo stun. Like I said, a lot of damage. Oh, but they might turn it around actually. They do end up getting the kill. Storm has the bottle so he can regen out of this. And they turn it around. Well done by Extreme there. Let's see what is going on bot. Nothing too interesting. The Earth Spirit is going to take a little bit of farm here while he can. There's a rotation mid. Rubik's coming mid. Gets the Fade Bolt off. Although he does have Telekinesis, but they did see the Shadow Fiend drops an Observer right there behind that high ground. Oh, they actually managed to kill. They actually managed to get the kill. top. They kill off the Storm, but they trade the Earth Spirit. Actually, that's the other way around. They kill the Earth Spirit and then trade the Storm. So I think that favors Dynasty slightly, not by much though at this point in the game.
Illusion.
Storm is still way up there on farm. Venge is way behind, so I don't think you're too worried about losing the lane quite yet. Bottom plays are being made by the look of it. Nope, apparently not. This Lycan's just farming up the neutrals. And Troll's having pretty free farm at the moment. 26 last hits at 5 minutes in the game. See how bounty runes go. The sleep is there. Is it long enough? He will get... Nope, he does snag it. Bane, you might be in a dangerous spot here if you go for this. He does not end up going for it. Rubik's picking it out thinking that there will be a Bane there. Nope, Bane went back to lane, and they do see that now on the minimap. We'll take a little bit of damage, not much though. Troll, once again, like I said, having pretty much free farm at the moment. Not much this Lycan can do to harass. Oh, and the Axis actually caused that mischance, so Troll does keep the clarity for a minute until Rubik Fade Bolts him. This Lycan needs to be a bit cautious. Can die pretty easy, especially if you, once that Bane hits 6, even with Nightmare, you can get taken out pretty easy, get that Troll on top of you, and then Brain Sap to finish you off, or vice versa. You get Brain Sapped and then Nightmared and then killed. Although, will they get the Storm? They do get the Storm kill. Looked like they might not quite get it, but they do. There comes the coil though, retaliation. They stun up the puck. Will he get the Waning Rift? Venge is dead. They block the Earth Spirit. Looks like they're also going to kill the Earth Spirit. They do get the Earth Spirit kill. This is a hasted puck as well. So there's no slow going to stop him from killing you there, Earth Spirit. That one favors the side of Extreme, although sadly your Storm Spirit does die. Doesn't get experience or any gold out of that. Did go mid. Looks like they're going to get the kill on the the Shadow Fiend. They do. That's a good return for the Storm Spirit there. Definitely makes up for that death top. They do end up getting 3 kills in the series of about a minute on the side of Extreme. Lycan playing about half health here. Once again, Troll just not being contested. He's actually about a quarter of a level ahead. So not too far ahead, although last hit wise, he is 20 last hits ahead, which is a lot of gold. Not going the way of Lycan. Top looks like they're making plays. They get the stun up on ET. There's the secondary stun. There's the Brain Sap, and they kill the ET. This is a very deadly combo at this point because they're all pretty strong this early. Earth Spirit less so. His stun is still useful, but he doesn't do a whole lot of damage yet. But this Brain Sap, 150 pure damage. And then Venge actually hits pretty hard because of her aura here. On top of her just scaling decently actually with her Agi gain at 3.8 Agi per level. Puck gets the bottle refill. Yep, there it is. They're looking to make a play bottom here maybe. Maybe take the tower. I don't know if they know HY is here. Who was that pinging out? That was the Tusk pinging, or the Puck pinging. Alright, I don't think they don't know that the Earth Spirit is here. So it'll be an interesting deal if he shows himself. Shadow Fiend gets coiled, I should say, not lassoed. Shadow Fiend gets coiled once again. They will get the Shadow Fiend kill. Tries to conjure his ult, but does not work. And they do find a kill. Shadow Fiend actually has been the best game last hit wise. Let's actually move over to net worth at this point. It's a bit early, but we'll go ahead and start looking at that. There are 4 heroes mid, 3 heroes mid on the side of Extreme. No, yes, on the side of Extreme. Bane is sitting here, possibly in danger. Not too much danger though. There's now 4 heroes mid. Lycan has rotated over. Has ultimate if they see this Bane again, I believe. Shadow Fiend sitting here in the jungle. They don't know he's there though. Ward is about to die. Lycan's pushing this mid tower. You really can't afford to lose this mid tower this early. It's just a bit too costly. You really need it. There's the Stomp Sleep on the Troll. Keeps him at bay, and Xtreme will just back off. They've already taken this bottom tier 1. They're actually looking like they might start pressuring this bottom tier 2 here in a minute. Here's our rotating down. There is no coil, at least not yet, although it looks like they will plan on using it. There it is. There's the coil. Leashes up that Earth Spirit, and he will die to the Lycan. Although Lycan ult is also used, so I don't think it was necessary there that they do end up using it. They kill the Storm top though, so they get the return kill, and that definitely favors Dynasty, as the Earth Spirit is not worth as much. Although it says they lost gold. Oh, it doesn't take into account the Storm kill. That is why. Lycan almost has Necro Book 2 at 1030. Has now bought the recipe to get Necro Book 2. Earth Spirit comes back bottom once again. Lycan rotating bottom again, possibly. Nope, he's just farming neutrals. We'll have to see. I think late game Dynasty does a little bit better. And Xtreme is very reliant on this high magic damage from the Storm and Puck in particular. Lycan does do a good bit of physical damage, but still pretty scary. They get the kill on the Earth Spirit here bottom. He got caught out. 3 heroes were there. Blow him up quite easily. Elder Titan ult is committed. Earth Splitter is committed to it. Troll has not leveled Battle Trance yet, so he needs to be careful about being caught out. If he gets caught out without Battle Trance, that could be quick death. It might be quick death even if he did have Battle Trance, though. So it's currently 4, and it might be a scuffle here. 4 on 4. 3 of them rotate under tower. The Earth Spirit rotates mid now, and Xtreme just backs out. Storm Spirit is having a pretty much free farm top at this point. Oh, they just ping him out though. They're wanting to make a move top. They know they've seen that Storm Spirit just sitting up there farming away, and they don't want to let him get too out of control. There's a scan by Radiant. They know that Xtreme is sitting there. They've got the ping on it. They know that there's heroes there. Don't know how many, but they do know that they are there. Oh, there it goes. The smoke is done, worn off. And Xtreme actually rotated top. Or no, sorry, Dynasty. Dynasty rotated top, but Storm's mid, so they're going to end up trying to trade towers, although they might lose their troll. They do end up losing the troll. That's huge burst damage from that putt. Has he gone? He did go 30 damage. Going Witchblade, so it looks like he will go the right-click build again. They end up trading tower for tower, but they also trade their troll. So I guess it's tower and troll for a single tower. I don't think that's worth it for Xtreme. I keep saying the names wrong. I don't think that's worth it for Dynasty. I think they need this troll to stay alive and farming, otherwise they have an issue. He is still currently farming pretty well, but Storm is also farming back into this game, as Storm did not have a great game or great lane and has since moved on and is now farming quite well, having a pretty free game. Lycan sitting mid, although I don't think they can commit anything to do it. Plus he has his heroes behind him. They do ping here. They know. They do. Yep, they see the vision there. We'll not even try and deny it. You just sometimes see the support stick around like right here and try and deny that vision. But now Xtreme does have vision up here on the high ground. Need to be careful, and Dynasty immediately moves out of that jungle. They are not safe there. They know it, and they move out immediately since they don't have vision on it. They did smoke on Xtreme, but I'm not sure what they plan on doing with it. We'll give the haste rune to the Puck, just to see how this goes, though. Bottom, looks like they're maybe only fight. Lycan ult is used. They'll get the Bane? No, that's the... Nope. They commit onto the Venge, but... Oh, there's the Fiend's Grip onto the Puck. But the Sleep gets it off. Although Fade Bolt connects. Actually, no, a Troll connects and kills it. So they end up losing the Puck for the Venge, which does favor Dynasty there. Dynasty, that Puck kill is definitely worth. Storm does still have mana, and he actually zipped through the silence, so he didn't get silenced up there. Well done. Smart heads up play on the side of Storm Spirit there. Bane gets 1, so it goes 2 Dynasty, 1 to Extreme. As of right now, that rune is still there. Extreme, it'll go 2-2. Bounty runes at the 15-minute mark. Currently, no one's really looking to pressure tier 2s. Extreme is ahead on towers by 1. They did take that mid tier 1. Otherwise, both safe lane tier 1s are down. Let's go down here. We got Rubik. What is the Rubik build? Already has Aether Lens. Next going into Blink Dagger. What spells does he really have to steal this game? Coil's good. Or wait, that's his own team. Requiem of Souls on the Shadow Fiend is not too bad. The Stun of Venge isn't too bad. Fiend's Grip is pretty good. Troll and Earth Spirit really don't have anything that the Rubik wants, though. There's a fight going on mid, at least a pick off. They do end up picking off the Venge here, but no retaliation from Dynasty. So far, Extreme's looking a little bit ahead. Not super far ahead, though. This Shadow Fiend is farming pretty well. Same with the Troll, and you do need to worry about that if you are Extreme. Oh, let's go see. Troll did go Battle Fury, so he did go the farm build, not so much the fight early type build. There's gonna be a fight here. Is there coil? There is a coil. They get off the Lycan ulti. There's the coil. Almost kill the Lycan, but doesn't look like anything else is gonna come of this. They will just get out. Earth Spirit does die though, so it does favor Extreme there. But once again, just a little skirmish. There really wasn't everything committed to that fight. Puck just, did use coil. Oh, they get the swap. He did steal a swap on the side of Rubik, actually. So Venge was not expecting that. Gets the swap. Gets the kill on the Venge, which is another good kill. Another good pick off for Extreme. They don't have a massive team fight. They do have good pick off, but they don't have a great team fight. Well, I say that, I was promoting their team fight earlier. Their team fight's not bad with the Puck Coil and the Elder Titan. Rubik's also not too bad depending on what spells he can steal. But Storm Spirit, Lycan are very pick-off oriented to me. So I do think you'll see more pick-offs, especially at this point in the game. We'll just have to see, though. Alright. They're playing very safe on the side of Dynasty. Very much worried about something coming through and ending very poorly for them. See, how is Extreme doing? They're just sitting here. There's only 2 of them. Does not have that level 15 talent yet. We'll just have to see how it goes. Oops, didn't mean to jump that quick. Dynasty just sitting under tower, not daring to extend out too far. Extreme is all in their jungle right down here. They do still control that jungle, and they're not going to let go of it easily either. They know that they have the farm advantage if they keep that jungle out of bounds for Dynasty. There's another swap. At this point, the Rubik's making more use of the swap than anyone else. They do blow up the Venge once again, and Rubik's looking like more of a useful Venge than the actual Venge is. There's the fight. They only catch a Rubik, though, with the ultimate in combo. In fact, in the back, they lose the Bane, so it's about an even trade. And They don't get anything else. They do see... Oh, they do grab the Earth Spirit. Will they get him again? They do. Barely miss the Stomp. Or no, actually did complete the Stomp. Will they get the Shadow Fiend? They do get the Shadow Fiend as well. That's a bad fight for Dynasty there. Dynasty really needed that fight to go the other way. And it looked okay at the start, but they used Requiem of Souls on the Rubik solo here. And so you kill the Rubik, and that's all you can get because you already expended all your ultis at that point. The one highlight is the troll doesn't die. I'll give them that. That is the one highlight to it. And they take a tier 2. And they will get this. Oh, that's a huge deal. They get this outpost before the 20-minute mark, denying that 350 experience, or actually 700 experience, goes to Extreme versus the 0 experience to Dynasty there. It's a big deal. They might start moving to siege top. Most likely they'll start sieging this mid tier 2 though. That seems to be the play most times, is you take the bottom, you take mid and bottom, or mid and safe lane, I should be specific depending on what way you're going. They take mid and safe lane tier 1 and 2s, and then they'll go back for the off lane tier 1 and 2. Because off lane tier 1 and 2 just don't really do much for you. This is kind of a dead area. You don't really use those all that much. Taking away the jungle is much more valuable than taking away the triangle. Well, yeah, it is much more valuable to take away the triangle. It cuts down their farm quite a bit. Let's see what's going on bot here. Yeah, they're very scared to even come out here, Dynasty, on Dynasty side, because they just hug the tree line, try not to get picked off from the high ground over here. Venge looking for some farm. She's going Ags. What is her Ags do? I can't remember. Oh, that is the Vengeance Aura that allows her to swap back into place once she respawns. Pretty good item. That is the first item she's going, though. Oh no, they're looking for the pickoff here. They get the Fade Bolt, and Puck doesn't even bother. They get the sleep onto the Earth Spirit as well after they burst the Venge, and there goes the Earth Spirit as well. They also get a Courier in there, I believe. Yep, they got Venge's Courier in there as well. 8K currently going the way of Extreme, and they just keep getting these pickoffs. There hasn't really been a huge team fight other than the one, but even that was a weird split team fight, which favors Extreme because they have the more pickoff oriented heroes that, well, they do have some decent team fight too. I keep negating that, but it is true. They do have decent team fight. There's the ultimate of Troll. Can they kite him out though? Oh, yes they will. There he goes. Burst the Troll. You're not going to call GG yet. You're not completely out of it. If you can find a good fight or something, maybe a good pick off on this Puck, you can do something, but Shadow Fiend just like has that burst potential with his build right now, and not much else. They lose a set of racks, or at least one rack, and just zip zap back and forth, and they're just bursting every time someone shows. One by one, Dynasty keeps falling. So they end up taking the bottom racks already at 22 minutes. 11k net worth lead for Extreme, and all that Dynasty has to show for it is a single tower top. It's not looking good for Dynasty here. They kind of sputtered out after that first game, and Extreme is now taking over. They're going Roche. Yes, they are. Very much looking to Roche, and if you're Dynasty here, you want to contest it, but I don't think you can. You just don't have... You're too far behind at this point. I mean, the only hero that's... Well, Troll and Shadow Fiend are both semi-comparable, but your Venge, Earth Spirit, and... Sorry. Your Venge, Earth Spirit, and Bane are all very much underfarmed and not very well off at the moment. There's the BKB on the Troll. They'll come in. The 3-man coil they do end up killing off the Storm with the Requiem of Souls, but oh, they pop the Aegis already. But then you go and you've lost Fiend's Grip on the Bane. There goes your Troll. Your Bane is sure to follow. There it is, and they turn that around real quick. The Storm does buy back. Not necessarily needed, I don't think, but he does it anyways, and they will certainly push that mid, most likely mid-high ground off of this. I don't think there's much that Dynasty can do here to stop him. They used a lot of their stuff to stop that on that Roche fight, and now you don't have Requiem, which is really your biggest spell at this point. Maybe if you get a good swap on someone, although I'm not entirely sure who, because you can't do it on Storm or Huck. There's the jump forward, and they blow up the Venge anyway, so that is no longer an option. You do still have Earth Spirit ult, but that doesn't do a whole lot for you right now, I don't think. There you go. Lose that mid set of racks without even taking a hero. You lose one, but you don't take one. You barely even scratch them. And now they're going to move top. Not going to play too aggressive on the side of Extreme. They're going to secure this win. Play safe. They took bottom racks, and they rotated Roche, then mid, and now rotating top. Going to take these two, and then probably just push straight into base. I don't think you fear the side of Dynasty right now. Although they will be going to look for some much-needed farm, as all of Extreme is top currently, and they don't know that. Dynasty or Extreme does know that Dynasty's out here farming, but I don't think they care to go test the waters and try and get a pick off. I think they'll just simply be content with taking out this tier 2 and possibly Rax, although they will have a little bit more of a fight on Rax, because at this point in the game I think Rax is pretty much GG. But it's still a little ways away. They just haven't gotten there yet. Puck is well ahead. Lycan's doing pretty well. Even Storm Spirit's farming pretty well. And then your core, your Rubik support is actually 3k ahead of your Venge core on the side of Dynasty. So definitely not a great game for Venge. She doesn't really have much to offer. You're still working on that Aghanim Scepter, as a matter of fact. She's been working on that for like 10 minutes at this point. They find the pick off on the troll. Not really that surprising. Godlike Puck, though. Hopefully, we might be able to see a rampage here. Might be a little too hopeful, but maybe. Fight recap. I'll show it, but not much there. Yep. Not much there. Just showing the troll gets blown up. Puck is farming it, and once again, Dynasty is relegated to base. Not sure what their plan is here, or if they even really have one. They're just trying to secure what farm they can. There it is, but they do finally kill the Lycan. There's something, but once again, that's all of your ability to fight, and then you lose the Venge in return. Puck is definitely an issue, and like I said, that was all of your team fight there. That's pretty much all of your potential, was that Requiem of Souls, and you just use it to burst down the Lycan, which is good, but I don't think it's going to stop this push from Extreme here. Let's just see how this game proceeds. I'm not going to call it yet, although it is definitely looking heavily in favor of Extreme. They haven't called GG yet on Dynasty, so they still believe they have some sort of shot. Or maybe they just want that kill. Has anyone not died yet? Nope, everyone has died, so there is no more zeros on the scoreboard, so maybe that's what they want to get. I thought maybe that's what they wanted to get rid of, but apparently not. Maybe they want to get Earth Spirit a kill, so he doesn't look so pitiful, but other than that, I'm not sure what their plan is. Are they going to smoke? They're grouping up like it. Well, they don't want to make a smoke play. And even now, they're pretty much just terrified to leave base, because if you do, you're most likely dead at this point. You can't even hardly want to fight in the base, much less out. Yeah, Troll walked right out there and immediately turned around. Troll has this Battle Fury, so he's really not in a fighting position at the moment. He's kind of in need of something else. Oops, my bad. He needs some sort of other fighting item. Like, Basher would definitely help him out and really do well in the terms of fighting. Like in how used. There's a smoke play. The Extreme did not see that. They have no wards in the base. It has been dewarded. They might be able to catch this Lycan, although it looks like they're going to go top into them. They do possibly burst this Elder Titan. No, they do not. He gets his ultimate off, accepts his fate of death, and does that. It doesn't connect. Nope, it does not connect anywhere. ET actually buys back immediately. They know this is probably the last fight. so might as well come back for it. There's the Lycan going crazy. Kills off 2. Not quite the 3rd, as of yet at least. Storm's just going to run away. There's the swap out. Venge saves the troll. They killed the Storm. Where's this Puck at? There's the Puck. Does not have coil anymore. They will probably jump forward and get this Venge. Nope, does not look like it. They're just going to push this wave in. Go take Megas. You will probably see a buyback on Shadow Fiend, although I'm not exactly sure what Shadow Fiend can do at this point. Has no Requiem of Souls, has no ulti on him, and that's most of his contribution at this point. That huge burst damage on that single target. Let's see, Venge. Maybe a good swap. Still does not have Ags. All of this and she still doesn't have it. She actually had to buy back there, so that's a bit unfortunate. Otherwise she would have the gold, I believe. Roche may respawn in 1 more minute. Let's see, how is everyone even doing? Shadow Fiend is still level 20. Surprising as that is to me. He is still level 20, but Puck is out-leveled him by 3 levels at this point. I heard the Lycan ulti. There he comes. Like a freight train right now. Not even wanting to commit, really. He's literally just... There it is. Puck doesn't blink in. They're just kind of poking at him. Not quite committing everything, but they are just going to keep poking until they maybe find a pick off. Troll can keep these Megas out, I believe, if they get them. Maybe buy a Morbid Mask if he has to, but that Battle Fury will be very effective in keeping all the Megas at bay, and it'll give him a lot of farm, so we'll just have to see how the game plays out. They're grouping up here. Lycan ulti down for 40 seconds. ET does have his ult. Rubik is now a ward. What does the Rubik have? Aeon Disc, Blink Dagger, Aether Lens, and Yules. So he will not get blown up, although he did steal Requiem of Souls actually, which is a pretty big spell for him. Although it does have a long channel time, so yes and no, I have to say. It is good, but it also is not perfect since he doesn't have BKB to blink in and channel it with. He can just get stunned up, although good backline spell causes some chaos in the fight. They are moving forward on the side of Dynasty. They do have the vision. They get the lift on the troll. Will they get the silence? Nope. Pops BKB. Troll might die. No, BKB's popped on the troll. The coil is popped against troll, and they kill off the troll. Troll does have buyback. They killed off the Bane already. Puck is finally caught. They get the kill on the Puck, but you're losing everyone else. Everyone else had to spin buybacks already. Lycan might get out. He does run out of ultimate, so that is a bit troublesome. The stomp there doesn't really do much. Keeps him at bay for a minute. Misses the stun on the Storm, although Storm will die. Yep, there he goes. ET is caught out. Lycan does make it out. ET will definitely die, though. Pretty tanky, though. ET did not want to go down without a fight and ends up dying. 2,000 gold the way of Dynasty there, but even with that, it cost them so much to win that fight. And I say win in quotations because it was such a costly fight on their behalf. Shadow Fiend's really the major one who benefited out of that, with that 900 gold and almost 3,000 XP. Storm buys back immediately. They're going for a Roche fight. Nope. Looks like Dynasty's just gonna back out. They know better. They used everything to win that, to take that last fight. They don't really have much available to take this fight. Do they get the pick off? There's the BKB popped, and Earth Spirit's dead. No buyback. He just ignores the troll. Doesn't even care. And looks like they just back out for the moment. Lycan ult was used, and you are still down a man, so don't want to be too over aggressive on the side of Extreme, but they don't have to worry too much about all that much retaliation since everything was used prior. Let's see. They can take this Roche really fast as well. You got a Vlad's and an AC on this Lycan, plus just huge damage. And there it goes. Storm actually gets the Aegis. He is the one getting caught out the most, I would say. Puck is pretty elusive and has not been caught out other than 2 times now. One early, and then that last fight he did finally get killed. But that's not much else to it than that. The Puck is very slippery. Storm's a lot easier to catch, which is kind of ironic to say when you're talking about a Storm Spirit. Alright, we got Dynasty setting up. They know what this is going to be. And actually, they're making a smoke play around. There's the stop on the Fiends. Grip. Lycan just sits there and tanks it. He's not even worried. Venge dead. Troll dead. No buybacks on anyone. And you might see a GG call right now. They're not going to do it quite yet, apparently. There it is. Dynasty calls the GG. Xtreme wins the game, wins the series and the game 2-1. Game 42-13. Well done. Xtreme looked really good in those last 2 games. I believe they won. I believe they went back to back there for the last 2. Well played on their behalf. This game was much more convincing than the second game. Let's look at the statistics here. Overall, let's see how well did everyone do. Shadow Fiend actually didn't have too bad a farm. He managed to find the farm he needed. Same thing with Troll. Managed to find some okay farm. Not great, but he was doing alright. It's just Puck, Lycan, and Storm were just too much. All 3 of them had pretty good amounts of farm. The Puck especially. Puck was very troublesome and did a lot of damage. Pretty much anyone on the side of Dynasty here had to worry about getting killed by this Puck, other than the Troll for the most part. But even Troll had to worry about it at times, unless he popped BKB ult. Let's see, damage dealt almost 40k by the Puck. Everyone else 20 or lower. Puck was definitely a major contribution to the damage in the team fights. The Shadow Fiend only did 18. I thought he did more. He seemed to make a pretty big impact, at least on the side of Dynasty there. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. That is Xtreme's first series win, actually. So they do move to 1-3 in the standings currently. Let's go look at that real quick. Division 2, right here. Xtreme moves to 1-3. Dynasty 0-4. So they do finally get out of the 0-win bracket, but still not looking great. That series felt mostly for pride rather than actual standing placement. Although they are still in contention in the bottom 4, and it is still a long season to go. We'll have to see how the rest of the season plays out, but that is it for